Hello everybody, and welcome on into our latest access control coaching session. Your normal access control coach, Cole Nebaker, is out today. I guess we have to let him go on a vacation occasionally. So today you're stuck with me. I am Brock Benson. I am the VP of Marketing over here at ProdataKey, and you might recognize me from things like the Big Access podcast, from some social media content, and well, some of you might be customers that I worked with in the past as a sales rep. So thank you a ton for taking the time to A, sign up for this course, and B, take the time to actually show up and learn a little bit about it. Today I'm very excited to talk with you guys all about integrations. Integrations are a very important piece of the puzzle that helps create the best security solution possible for your customers. Here at PDK, we understand access control very well. In our, in my very biased opinion, we do access control better than anybody. But we don't do other parts, of security as well as others do. And we recognize that, and that's why we have gone, full bore and full focus in on having integrations with the manufacturers that do the best in those different categories. Ultimately, it is our job to make sure that we are providing the best experience possible for you as the integrator and also for your customer. Right? We want to make sure that everything works together, helps create that single pane of glass, and really that full turnkey security solution. So let's go ahead and talk about integrations. Integrations is really cool because on our brand new 2.0 systems, we have a brand new integrations tab, and you're going to see that in a little video that we show you a little bit later today. But with the integrations tab, you can go in there and choose a bunch of different integrations. This is only available on PDK.io 2.0 systems. So if you were still rolling with a 1.0 system, make sure you go into that 1.0 system, hit that migrate button, and turn it into a 2.0 system. That way you can have these new features and benefits and all of these new integrations that we're going to talk about today. But let's go ahead and dive into our slideshow to learn more. So let's first talk about, why do integrations matter? Well, let's first talk about how integrations simplify everything, right? Managing and organizing several different softwares is time-consuming and difficult. We understand that. Customers get in there and they have to manage a bunch of different softwares, can really create a cumbersome experience where they have to go and add a user into access control, then go add a user into their visitor management system. Maybe they then have to go and edit that user in a VMS. It can be crazy, and we don't really like that experience. We want everything to work well together, where if you added one user into one database, it automatically syncs with all the other databases. And that's really where PDK comes into play, right? We're trying to create that smart home environment, but in your places of business, where everything just works together. So by integrating your systems with PDK, it helps simplify everything. The other thing that it does is it helps to enhance your security experience as well. Having instantaneous access to everything in the same place with the capability of soft triggering prioritizes both safety and convenience. Right, when you start thinking about all of the additional safety enhancements that you get from integrations, there's a lot of different things that you can do to help protect the life and property of your customers. So for example, it uses soft triggering in there. That means that you can, while you're viewing a VMS platform, you can use a soft trigger while watching a live stream to unlock a door. So that way you can verify that, hey, John Doe actually is at the door. You can go and pull bookmarked footage to be able to say, hey, John Doe was the one who did actually scan it, was actually his credential, right? That way you know that your facility is secure and that a credential hasn't been shared. There's different things like mustering reports that can be pulled, where you can go ahead and tell who is in the building and who is not in the building in case of an emergency. There's visitor management, there's intercom systems, there's lockdown platforms. There's a number of different integrations that we have that help enhance the security of your platform, and we'll talk a little bit more about those today as well. The next thing that we're going to talk about is an enhanced customer experience. So integrators that can provide an all-in-one solution for their customers not only retain your customers that you're doing the installation for, but it helps them and their businesses to thrive. I mean, ultimately, we are in business to help each other win and help each other's businesses thrive, right? Here at PDK, you hear us say it all the time that we are partner fanatics and that we are here to make it so that your business thrives. Well, we hope that that is kind of your mentality as well as a security integrator. We hope that you guys are looking to have your customers have their businesses thrive as well, and to have their businesses, help your business to grow. And so with that, when we make everything work together and have that full turnkey experience, it simplifies everything and lets owners of businesses focus on growing their business. So customer experience is important. Next, let's go into what type of integrations exist out there. So we have a number of different integrations here with PDK. So some of these, and we're going to go in depth on these towards the end of the training today, but we've got video surveillance. That's like your security cameras. We've got some great manufacturers there. Video intercom systems. We have school safety systems, visitor management platforms, employee management platforms, multi-tenant residential softwares, very popular in the MDU world, multi-dwelling units, right? Apartment complexes. We have automation. We have site design and booking and reservation softwares as well. So all of these really are built to help simplify the user experience wherever you are and whatever customer might be dealing with the access control system. So let's talk about the different values that integrations can add to a system. So number one, consolidation of integration companies, right? You don't have to have a bunch of different, different manufacturers or different vendors working together to ultimately create a turnkey solution, right? With PDK.io, you can have a number of different manufacturers that one integrator represents and then go ahead and have them all work together. You can have multiple integrations tied together, having PDK be that main source of truth as well. So we love seeing that. Number two, convenience and ease of use for customers. We've talked about this a little bit today. It makes it so that your customers don't have to spend hours on end going in and adding or removing users into multiple different platforms, right? It's a very big headache when you have to let somebody go, and now I have to go and remove their permissions in PDK.io. I have to go remove their permissions in the VMS. I have to go remove them in the visitor management. It takes a lot of time to do that. Whereas if I can go into PDK.io and disable them immediately from there, it can go ahead and disable them in a number of different platforms at once. So it adds that convenience, and it also increases the use of the platforms there as well. Number three, additional security without added complexity. So this is going to be, and you'll see this in a video that I'm about to share here in a little bit, but adding these integrations is so simple. And it really makes life easy being able to add these integrations in just a few clicks. For example, we're going to see a video where we link our digital watchdog cameras to our access control system. There's no complexity in linking these cameras and choosing what type of events or bookmarks that we want to have happen. And so but yet that does increase the level of security tenfold. And so you'll see that in a video here soon. Number four, provide services that may have otherwise been outsourced or neglected by the customer. So these integrations are available on the main dashboard of PDK.io. And the reason why we've done that is so that your customer can get in there and see which integrations you offer. So from that, you can go ahead and choose which integrations you want to offer and have available to your customer. Now your customer can see, oh, my PDK.io system does work with cameras. Let's go ahead and link my cameras to the access control system. Oh, it can work with visitor management. Oh, hey, I'm a pickleball court. I didn't know that I could use software to help manage everything and help create and issue credentials immediately. That's pretty cool, right? It helps the customer to learn more about the services that you offer, and that's a great way for you to be able to enhance your business and really maintain that relationship with that customer that you've been working so hard to develop. The next thing that we've got is time savings. So making it so that you don't have to spend hours on end managing all of your different platforms and doing the same management tasks over and over is very important. And so that's why the integration driver that we've built really simplifies everything for you and for your customers. So let's go ahead and show you this video of how we add a system to PDK.io.
PDK is built well to play with other third-party applications such as security cameras, video intercom systems, visitor management platforms, and many other software applications. The process of integrating PDK.io with these other applications is simple and can be done directly from PDK.io. In this lesson, we will show you how this is to be done. From your main dashboard, select the Integrations button. You will then see a list of all integrations available to be connected with your PDK system. Creating the integration is simple. For this example, let's integrate your PDK system with Digital Watchdog Spectrum. To do this, navigate to DW Spectrum and select the Learn More button. By default, each integration is configurable by both integrator permissions and admin permissions. However, you can disable the ability for admins to be able to configure by deselecting the Configurable by Admin checkbox. To enable the integration, select Enable. The integration is now ready to set up. Click Configure. You will then be prompted to sign into the software of your chosen integration, in this case, the DW Cloud. The next step is to select the desired DW Spectrum system, and then link it to a PDK Cloud node. Once completed, all of the available cameras will then appear. Find your desired camera, and choose which PDK device it needs to be linked with. Select all of the synchronized access events that you wish to be bookmarked within DW Spectrum. You will now be able to search for all of these events inside of DW Spectrum and will be able to see video footage of those specific access events. Next, select the level of permissions in DW Spectrum who will have the trigger ability. You will then be able to display a lock trigger and an unlock trigger if you desire. If you do, you will now be able to lock and unlock your PDK doors directly from your live view within DW Spectrum. When you have completed assigning doors with cameras, return to PDK.io by selecting the Return button in the top left corner. The process for onboarding each integration will vary, but the same simplistic process of onboarding remains the same for each available integration. Please note, the integrations page will be visible to your end users. This provides a way for your end user to learn more about the capabilities of their new system, and it adds an additional avenue for you to be able to create the best security solution for your customer.
That's how simple and easy it is to add integrations to PDK.io. That DW integration it's one of our first ones. You see it up there on the slide there. We love that integration. They're a fantastic partner, but that experience is mimicked throughout a bunch of different partners that we have as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the different integration partners that we have that you can find in PDK.io. Again, remember, this is all in PDK.io 2.0 system. So if you've got a 1.0 system, go to that, migrate it to 2.0, and you're going to get all of the extra value of these integrations, as well as all the other advancements and features that are available with PDK. So let's talk about video surveillance platforms that we have integrations with. We've got a number of different VMS platforms that we work with, and we love every one of them. Digital Watchdog, you just saw that, that video and showing you how simple and easy it is to add cameras to your PDK.io system. We have Hanwha Vision that does the same thing, OpenEye, Spot AI, Turing, Network Optics, Solink, Vivotech, specifically their Vortex line, Rhombus, and Camect. So all great platforms that really deliver a lot of value to your end user customer, where they can go into a platform, go into their video management software and be able to see what is going on. They can go and search, hey, show me when John Doe scanned their badge. It'll then pull up that footage of the user actually scanning their badge. So it's a great way to have that proactive security meshed with that reactive security. So we love video surveillance platforms. Next, let's go and talk about video intercom, right? These are going to be the panels that you have on site, commonly on MDUs or apartment complexes. You will sometimes find them on places of business as well, but MDUs is really the most popular place that you'll see these, and the reason why is because you can have multiple tenants in here. And so if you walk up to an apartment, you walk right up to the panel, you'll be able to go and scroll and find, okay, where's Jane Doe? Okay, there's Jane, I'm going to click on her. It's then going to call out to Jane's phone, and you can have two-way conversation. Jane can then go ahead and unlock the door using her app. So that's how that synchronizes with PDK.io. It also synchronizes using a database integration there as well. So you can add a user into PDK.io and it will synchronize with your intercom platform. A really cool thing that these intercom platforms are beginning to do as well is they're actually removing the panel altogether. And now they're putting QR codes on these buildings where you can actually walk up, use your cell phone, scan that QR code, and now your phone becomes that panel. You can go and find Jane Doe and have that two-way conversation using your own mobile device. And then Jane can go ahead and unlock that door again for you. So really great platform there to be able to enhance an apartment complex's user experience. So some great platforms that we work with that have the video intercom integrations. We've got My Door View, we've got DoorV, and GeoKey. So if you want to learn more about those, please feel free to reach out to the sales team, and they'll get you in contact with the contacts over there and be able to educate you a little bit more. School security is very important and something that we value a lot. I mean, ultimately, all of us with our own children, we want to make sure that they are protected and learning at school. They're going to school to learn and have a good time, and we want to make sure that they're protected there and safe, right? That is, at least in my case, that's my most valuable possessions of my two children. I love them more than anything, and so that's where, in this day and age, we've had to come up with laws like Alyssa's Law, which is being adopted by many states and is really being pounded into these schools so that they need to be able to have these different types of softwares to help lock down and notify emergency personnel immediately. And so we've gone ahead and we have teamed up with a number of different school security softwares that will help initiate lockdowns and help notify emergency responders in case of a situation like an active shooter scenario. So a couple of different ones that we work with are Aegix, Centegix, Raptor Technologies, and Informacast. Again, if you want to learn more about these, please reach out to us on the sales team and we will be able to help you out and get you in contact with one of their reps, and we'll be able to teach you more about these. Visitor management is also very important when you are dealing with large-scale applications and enterprise scenarios. So we work with a couple of different visitor management platforms, Savant's Workplace and LobbyTech. Each one of these guys have great in-out boards where you can go and check in remotely to let's say it's a senior living center, right? We've got a great case study out there that shows Savant's in action at a senior care center where you can go check in. It'll ask you a couple of qualifying questions. It'll then print you out a visitor badge. They can also have on these little kiosks an in-out board where you can see who is inside the office and who is outside of the office. Oftentimes these platforms can also be used for time and attendance tracking, so that way when a user comes and scans their badge at the office, it can clock them in for the day and they can scan on their way out and it will clock them out. There's also mustering reports for emergency scenarios. If anybody's seen the movie Deepwater Horizon, they use mustering reports there to make sure that everybody got off of the oil rig. That's a common scenario in enterprise scenarios. So these are great platforms that can help deliver good visitor management solutions. Multi-tenants and MDUs, your apartment complexes. These softwares help property managers be able to manage who's got access to what facilities, when and where. It also helps the tenants be able to reserve common spaces, like maybe you have a community center or a pool that needs to be rented out. You can do that all from your app. It'll also help issue guest credentials. It'll help you be able to use your mobile credentials to gain access to your own tenant space, and then be able to issue complaints or request cleanup in certain areas, things like that. And so we've got some great integrations with other companies that do that. SimLive is one of them, Della Connect, and you notice GeoKey. They were over in the Intercom platform as well. So we've got a great integration with GeoKey's multi-tenant space as well. And then we have employee management. This is going to be like your Active Directories. So we've had a great integration with Microsoft Entra for a little while now, and we are happy to announce that we're going to be having Google Workspace coming very soon. It's currently in beta, so if you want to be part of that beta testing experience, please shoot an email to beta@ProdataKey.com and they will add you into that beta. But ultimately, these Active Directory integrations that we have are built to simplify HR's management of all of these platforms. All your VMS, your access control, any other platforms that work with your Microsoft Entra or Workspace. What you have is you have a full database of every user and their access permissions and their login permissions to all of their different softwares. If I were to let somebody go, I can go into Microsoft Entra and I can say, hey, we just removed this person, let's disable them, and it will automatically go out and disable them in all of the other softwares. I can also go and add a user into Microsoft Entra, and then it will go ahead and add that user into all of the other software. So it's a great way to really simplify the amount of time that is spent on employee management at a high corporate level. Automation is something that we love. We're a smart company, and we love smart controls. And so we've got a couple of great integrations with some automation companies. Blackwire is one of our awesome distributors. They have actually created a driver that works with Control 4. And so if you do have PDK installed in an area that is utilizing Control 4, you can actually control your PDK system right from your Control 4 panel. So you can go and unlock your doors. You can go and be able to manage anything that goes on in your Control 4 experience right there using that driver. One that we are very excited about that we have recently released is Zapier. Zapier unveils a full integrated experience into 8,000 plus integrations. Zapier helps automate a lot of different things for businesses, and so if you've got a customer that has softwares, if they're wondering, hey, does this work with PDK? Odds are, if it will work with if it does work with Zapier, it will work with PDK. And odds are, with 8,000 different softwares that work with it, it will work with PDK. So if you want to learn about Zapier's different integrations, you can go out to their site, and they have a full searchable list where you can go and search those different softwares. An example of how this might be utilized is, let's think about a gym software, right? If you've got a 24-hour gym that has a certain software that they use to manage their whole membership, their whole pool of members, and you want that to work with PDK, you can go in, you can tie them together using Zapier, and you can say, okay, well, as soon as I add, Jake Doe into the system, I'm going to have PDK automatically issue a mobile credential. It can do that. It's pretty cool that way. So, again, if you want to learn more about these, reach out to us on the sales team, and we will get you taken care of. Site design is very important. And when you do site design correctly, you can close deals quickly, and it makes you look like a big professional. And that's why we've gone ahead and created a site design integration with System Surveyor. This is where you can be on a job site and have System Surveyor pulled up, and it has all of the PDK products in its platform. So you can be out walking a job site with a map and see, okay, that's where I need to add a controller. So I'm going to drag and drop a controller here. Okay, here's a reader. I'm going to drag and drop a reader here. And then that way, at the end of your job walk, you can actually have a full list of bill of materials of everything that you have or everything that you'll need for that job site to be installed correctly, and a full bill of materials for everything that you'll need to purchase. So pretty cool application there. And then we have a number of booking and reservation softwares as well that help create a great experience for your customers. You'll see that Stay List up there, that is an RV park or a campground scheduling software. So if I'm out, going camping and I want to go and stay at this campground, well, I can pull up Stay List, I can go and reserve a spot. It'll automatically then issue me a mobile credential that I can go pull into my campsite and be set and good to go. So we love that. Play by Point is for pickleball, so you can get pickleball scheduling. If you're a member of a pickleball club, it can automatically send you the credentials to access your pickleball club. CoWorks is a co-working software for co-working spaces. This is where you can, temporary workspaces. So you can get a credential that is only active for your time period. You can also go and reserve different areas. If I need to reserve a conference room, I can go into my CoWork software and say, okay, I need this conference room, and it will go ahead and shut down access to users who will not have it reserved at that time. So great software there. Best Truck Parking is a new one that we've got. This is a truck lot parking software, but it's not reserved just for trucks. It's very common on marinas and other parking lots as well. But you can pull up the Best Truck Parking app and go ahead and reserve a spot that is available at any one of their lots that they have the platform on, and it will save you a spot so you can go and park your truck and rest for the night. And then there's also Registry as well. This is a golf simulator platform. Golf simulators are very popular, and we're seeing a lot of installations going in on those. So this is a great way to be able to have your members be able to get quick and easy access to the facility. So that's a lot of different integrations there, right? Well, we're not done yet. I just got to see the list a little while ago, and we have 80 plus new integrations that are in queue and being worked on. That's one of the really neat things about PDK is we've got a great team here that really focuses on creating the best environment possible for you and for your customer. And integrations is exactly how we do that. We love working with these third-party manufacturers to make your life as an integrator easier and to also make your customer's life easier and to help everybody's businesses to thrive. So be sure to go out to PDK.io 2.0, find that integrations tab, and look at all of the upcoming integrations, or look at all the integrations that you have available to yourself. They're great. If you have any questions on them, please reach out to your sales contact. We want to get you trained up on each one of those integrations and really have you experience a good experience is what I'm trying to say. All right. I am going to go ahead and look and see if we have any questions. We are on about a 30-second delay, so if you have any questions, be sure to get those in there in the chat right now. Then that way I can get to them because, again, in real life, I'm ahead of you right now. So we'll see if anything has come in. Mike Brimmer says good morning. Hey, good morning, Mike. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you guys are staying warm. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, Mike. You're a good guy. But it doesn't look like we have any questions that have come in, so hopefully that means I did a good job of teaching people about these different integrations. But if you do have any other questions, reach out to us and we want to get you taken care of. We do have a couple of other upcoming access control coaching sessions coming up, so be sure to go out to ProdataKey.com, go to the partners section, and from there you'll be able to see all of our upcoming coaching sessions. We do a different coaching session every month on the first Tuesday of every month, so please go ahead and register for those. We build these to help you guys be better at your jobs and be better technicians, be better business owners, really to be a better you. So without further, I guess with that being said, let's go ahead and close out of this. Thank you very much for coming to today's session. We will see you next time.